Hello, I'm Alice and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to draw the character of Mouse from my book Mouse's Wood, published by Thames and Hudson. So in order to complete this activity you're going to need something to draw on, some paper, something to draw with. I've got a pencil and something to colour with. I've got some coloured pencils and pens, but you can use whatever you have at home. When I'm drawing Mouse I always start off with his head, which is the shape almost of a flower petal. It's kind of rounded at the back and then it comes to a point where his nose is. And mice are good listeners, so we need to give Mouse some big ears to hear with, which are sort of circular shape, one on either side of his head. Now my Mouse is gonna, it's feeling a bit chilly, so I'm going to put a scarf on him. So I'm going to put an extra line underneath his head. And then I'm going to have his arms coming down from his body here, ending in his hands, and here's his jumper and his second arm and hand. There's his scarf coming across his body. Now the mouse in the wood is going, mouse in the book is going for a walk in the wood, so I'm going to do this mouse walking too. So I'm going to do his legs bent because he's out walking. So there's two legs, and also give him a pair of shoes. There we are, two shoes. And being a mouse, he's going to need a curly tail. So now we've got the outline of Mouse, we can add some colour. Now the mouse in the story, he's a wood mouse, and wood mice are brown. So I've got different shades of brown to help colour his fur in. And when I was making the pictures for the book, I used lots of different materials. I used pencils and inks and pens, kind of layering up lots of different colours, because when you look at things in nature, they're made up of lots of different colours. Nothing is just one colour. And adding a mixture of pencils and pens, that all helps to create the sense of texture as well, because obviously mice are furry, so if you use little small strokes, then you can get that sense that of the mouse's fur. I'm doing this quite quickly for the video, but you can take a little bit more time. We'll give him a little bit of pink inside his ear, add a bit of rosiness to the side of his face too. And I'm going to give my mouse a blue scarf today, I think. One of my favourite colours, blue. But you can colour whatever colours you want to. And whatever pattern you want to. I'm making the scarf striped. But you could have checks or spots or stars. Same with the jumper. Maybe you could base the jumper on one of your own favourite jumpers. Using a pink pen for that. And then along with his stripy scarf, he's going to have a nice stripy jumper as well. You can't beat a bit of stripes. There he is. There's his nice cosy jumper for his woodland walk. And I'm going to give him some brown trousers. Using the side of my pencils to colour in a wider area. And the point if I want a bit more definition. And yeah, he's been out getting up to lots of adventures, so he's got a few mud patches on his clothes because he's been out climbing some trees and making some dens and kicking up leaves and all the other adventurous things that you can do in the woods. I'm going to give him a little natty pair of red shoes here. But because he's been out in the woods, we're going to have he's got a few mud stains on them. There we are. So I'm doing this quite quickly. You can maybe take a bit more time. Give him some shoelaces. And we need to do his tail. And a mouse's tail is kind of, again, quite a lot of pink in it. A bit of pink, a little bit of brown. Now we need to give Mouse a face, so I'm get a black to give him a beady eye and a nose. And of course he's really enjoying this walk in the woods, so let's give him a nice smile. And he's also going to have some lovely long whiskers. And there's Mouse off for his walk in the woods. So once you finish the character of Mouse, maybe you could draw a woodland scene around him. Maybe it's the woods on a spring day. You might be walking through some daffodils or crocuses, or maybe it's autumn and he's got kicking up some orange and brown autumn leaves. You can decide. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed drawing Mouse with me today. Thank you very much.